What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if the connection's good. What is going on, everybody? What's going on? If you're in here, let me know. Say what's up. I know that I originally had this scheduled for 3 p.m., then I scheduled it for 7 p.m., so I don't know if anybody out here is in here. So we've got 10 people in here. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Now, what we're getting into today is a nice little underdog draft. I figured, we're kind of towards the end of the season. A lot of hectic stuff going on right now. I got some free time tonight. Wanted to hop on, get in a nice little underdog draft with you. Now, those of you guys that don't know, underdog, really cool platform. You can play pick'em games on there. You can play drafts, all that. We're going to do a 2022 draft today. Just to I want to talk about kind of where I see, where should Cooper Kupp or Deebo Samuel or these huge risers, where should they go next year? I think it'd be a cool topic to kind of cover here. So I figured, why not hop into one of these, super early. And yeah, I'm going to join at the same time as everybody in the chat so you guys can get in with me. I don't think we have enough people for me to do a private one. But I'll open one up and whoever's in here that joins at the same time as me will get in. Let me know if that works for you guys. Damn, there's a lot of you guys that want to hop in. I could do a private one. I just don't know if it'll fill at all. I don't know if I can round up 11 heads. I do see that there's 3 of you guys in here that are gassing though. Let me pull it up real quick. All right, so we'll switch scenes real quick. And we'll go, so you go down here where it says 4:30 p.m. Change that to 2022 early best ball. Yeah, we'll do the $5 one. This one has one more person in it. This has literally 0 people in it. All right, I'm going to join the $5 one right here. Whoever else wants to hop in the $5 one, just hop in. I wish I could send a link. Dude, we're going to struggle to fill this thing, to be honest with you guys. That is my one fear right now. I don't know what else we should do. But yeah, if you guys want to play. Yeah, so that's one filled. All right, so how should we get more people in here, fellas? We got 3 out of 12. I'm trying to think. I'll put something out on Twitter. Also, by the way, if you're in here, just say what's up. What's good, fellas? This is a underdog draft. If anybody wants to hop in, I'm telling you guys, hop in. It's a $5 draft for 2022. I'll actually pull up in another tab real quick. What contest we're trying to hop into. So if anybody else wants to hop in. Yeah, Derek, text your buddy. Everybody text their boys. If you can hit up any Discords you're in, anything like that. And hit up whatever Discords you're in. Hit up if you have any buddies that play on Underdog. Anything among those lines so we can get this filled up. I'm just going to pull up on screen what we're looking at here. I hope that we can fill it up in the next 20 minutes, 15 minutes. We'll see. '22 early best ball. All right, so let me put this back on the screen so you guys can see this right here. I'm gonna tweet something out real quick. But how are we doing? If anybody has any questions, start sit questions, rest of season questions, if you want to ask me what I had for breakfast today, feel free to go crazy. Bro, that's what I'm saying, dude. I see you. I see you all the time on Twitter. Damn, I can't pull your shit up, Zara. What's up, G? You said he's in as well. All right, so we're waiting for 8 people now. All right, I'm gonna put this on Twitter. Again, fellas, if you're in any Discords, anything, I'm gonna put something out in the Discord. I'm gonna put something out on Twitter. We'll see if we can get this full. Anybody that's watching, hop on Underdog, hop in here. We're waiting for 8 people. We're literally waiting on you guys. It's a draft for next season. $5 just for some funsies. Let me see what I can do here. Is Swift really going outside of the first? That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna put this on Twitter. How do I join? So this is Underdog Fantasy. You go to underdogfantasy.com. You deposit at least $5. Hopefully you use promo code Ron. When you do that, they'll give you, like, if you could deposit like $5, they'll match you $5. I believe. I don't know if it's a minimum $10, but you go on there. Then on Underdog, you go to, yeah, you paid. It's just a $5 best ball draft. You go to the $5 drafts here. You go to NFL 2022 early best ball. Boom, you enter right here. But I appreciate that, man, Zara. Because I've seen you on Twitter before. I think we've interacted a few times. I see you on Twitter a bunch, but that's cool, man. I appreciate. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's just in my head, but like for whatever reason, I look at my Twitter and YouTube super separate. Like I feel like only like 20% of the people on Twitter that follow me even know about my YouTube. All right, so I'll put this on Twitter. Damn, so this is gonna be tough to fill, fellas. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that maybe we'd get like maybe like 5 guys would just be hanging out in here. But yeah, how to join? You hop into this lobby right here. Boom. Damn, this is going to be tough to fill, fellas. This is going to be tough. Let me also drop a link to the stream. Stream here. Okay. Only need 7 people now. All right, I'm going to. I feel bad about it, but I'm going to at everybody in the Discord. I hate doing it because I hate to bother people. All right, I'm praying. I'm praying that we get enough here. I can't. It's not a private draft. That's the only problem. It's not a private draft. It's the public one. I used a public one just so All right, hold on. Do I like the first name Griffey for a first name? Griffey's not bad. You said your first son is Ace. Are you a baseball fan? I guess I'm not a big baseball guy, but Ace, like Ken Griffey. How are we looking? I meant start this week, really. So basically, J. Robert Swift. I got my guy. I just posted in the Discord. I'm hoping. Okay, now we only need 6 more. We're getting there, fellas. You said great content you always put out, bro. Appreciate that. You said started a dynasty league this year. have picks 101 to 103 and 105. Definitely going to be waiting to see your rookie rankings 100%. Rookie rankings are going to be really fun in the offseason. Did you post it here? The problem is I can't post it here because it's not a private draft, but it's the 2022 early best ball $5 draft right here. Damn, maybe I should have done a private one. Maybe that would have been easier. Okay. We only need 4 now. We're getting there. Let me see if anybody said anything on Twitter. All right, only 4 more, fellas. We're so close. You said you're a basketball guy? You should name your son Abdul Jabbar. All right, Mike's in. We're waiting for 4 more. I think I've exhausted all my resources. I don't know who else I can hit up. What are we thinking, fellas? Should I at anybody? Should I at people? Now I'm really begging. But I have guys I think would be game. I think Jacob Sanderson would be down. I think 4 of these, and they've been within the first 4 picks every time. I feel like 110 to 112 is the best place to draft from. This far out, that's probably the better place to draft from for sure. Who else do I know that would like to draft? This is underdogfantasy.com. How are we feeling, everybody? DKB, you said you've done 4 of these? You said that they start to fill up once it gets towards the end? Man, so this is like legitimate ADP. We could talk about ADP for a second. Done 4 of these. You said best place 110 to 112. Damn. You said that these were going to fill up. What's going on? I'm getting antsy. I'm trying to draft. All right, should I make my picture bigger, fellas? Where should I put my picture? Should I put it here? Whoa, cover up the account balance. Chill. Everybody chill. I feel like that's not the move. What else can I do? There are people I can tag on Twitter. I'm trying to think who else would be down. Lindbergh, Sanderson. I think Kluge might be down. I'm not even really close with Kluge. Dude, I gotta be honest, dude. Fuck. Oh my God, Derek. This guy Derek's a madman. $50, Derek? Jeez. I'd like to request Baby Jane by Rod Stewart. Is that on the vinyl I have? Let me see. I wonder if there's anything whack behind me. Damn. So we're still waiting on 4. Everybody, if you have a friend, a brother, a mother, a sister, a friend, if you have any Discord, if you're in any fantasy Discords, Tell him to join up. What song did you say? Baby Jane? Baby Jane on this one? I don't even understand, dude. Derek, I can't believe that you guys used to use I can't believe you guys used to use vinyls. Like what the hell is a fast side and a slow side? The Killing of Georgie? And it literally says Warner Brothers, which is crazy. A Night on the Town. Oh, so where are we at? We're still waiting on 4 people. Scuva, my brother. So there's no link, but what you're going to do is hop on Underdog Fantasy. On Scuva. All right, so Scuva, you're going to hop on Underdog Fantasy. You're going to hop in the $5 draft that's in the 2022 early best ball slate here. So you go to NFL, slate, early best ball, hop in the $5 one. Fuck you, I'm only 39. Oh my god, I'm dead. Dude, I don't know who's using records. How old do you have to be to use a vinyl is my question, I guess. I wonder when this was even made. So I'm pretty sure if you turn it over, one side is different than the other, but I always thought it was A and B side, not fast and slow. Yeah, I don't know. Scuva, let me know if that answers your question. Remember, $5 draft. Also, if anybody new is in here, we're playing on Underdog Fantasy. This is the room, right? So we have four spots. We need 4 more. Okay, let me put myself here. We need 4 more people. You see? We need these 4 to come in. You hop on Underdog, right? You go to NFL. So you can go from like home to NFL. Scroll down. Click on this little thing right here. Boom. 2022 early best ball. Bang. Right here, you enter. How are we doing? You said your parents would use a vinyl record? That makes sense. I know some people are like super pretentious when they listen to music too, and like they have like a vinyl. Like they'll get like modern stuff on vinyls, which is like, I guess kind of cool as collectibles, but like also kind of whack if I'm being honest. Yeah, this was made in 1976. But I'd say the average Rod Stewart fan these days is probably. You got in there, let's go. Oh, Zach Monty, I know you, dog. All right, 3 people left. What do we do? Who do we push to? I'm gonna start cold calling. I'm getting the phone book out, fellas. I'm gonna start cold calling people. Trying to think who else I could add that would make sense. Oh, so only need. I'm tweeting out only need 3 more. I'll put that in the Discord as well. Only need 3 more. What else? Oh, only need 2 more. Oh, we're getting there, fellas. We're getting there. You said record players started in 1895. They phased out early 80s. That's a quick Google search. Derek, have you ever heard what's a song by A$AP Rocky? There's a song with A$AP Rocky with Rod Stewart in it. That's probably the only Rod Stewart song that I like know the words to. I feel like a Rod Stewart fan might even scoff at it though. Rod Stewart, ASAP Rocky. What is it called? It's like, oh, it's called Every Day. But your mom loves Rod Stewart. Yeah, Every Day with ASAP Rocky has Rod Stewart on it, and it goes really, it's nice. I like it, at least. I don't know if Rod Stewart enthusiasts would appreciate it, though. I gotta be honest. All right, where else can I tweet? Where else can I tweet? Or who else can I reach out to? Oh, shit, we only need one more. Only need one more. Come on. Everybody, if there's anybody in here that wants to hop in, let me know. There's only one spot left. So if you're out there, there's only one spot left. You're going to hop onto Underdog Fantasy. Click on the slate here. Boom. 2022 early best ball, $5 draft, you enter. And if you are new to Underdog or if you're going to deposit for the first time, bang. You move myself here. Use promo code Ron. They'll double your initial deposit up to $100. So it's only like a $5 draft. I don't know if they'll let you do under $10, but if you do like, I think if you deposit $250, they'll give you $250. I could be wrong. Because it might be a $10 minimum, but yeah. I hate that you guys can see my balance, but at the same time, now you guys know I'm balling like that. Oh, okay. So now we're in here. Where should I put? Should I put the? You guys want the picture up here? You guys want me in the right corner? Let me know. Do you guys want me in the top right corner, or should I put myself in here? I'm also gonna take the banner off the screen. Let me know if I need to go closer too, because I know that the text looks really small to you guys. So let me know what you guys want. I'm gonna actually take that upon myself to zoom in. Boom. Let me know. Does that look good for you guys? Should I go center? Should I go here? What's up? What's up? Let me know. Yo, what's good, PS? No, we just filled. We've been trying to get this filled. Yeah, I've been live for 22 minutes trying to fill this up. Oh, we got Danny in here? We got Danny Lad in here? I was gonna actually I was gonna at you under the draft. I don't know if Danny's in the live, but that's dope. What are we saying, fellas? What are we saying? Wow, JT 101. JT 101. I'm gonna make my pick and then I'll talk my shit. McCaffrey all day long. All day long McCaffrey. Fellas, I hate to be that guy, but like I think McCaffrey might literally be my 101. What are we doing, fellas? What are we doing? So I'm still taking I get that he's hurt, but in best ball, in low money best ball, I'm taking CMC all day long. The only person I would debate taking over CMC is Jonathan Taylor. The only person I would debate. And even then, I don't think like the receiving upside of Christian McCaffrey is insane. There was a wild stat out there. I got to see if I can find it real quick. Someone had a really crazy stat on Jonathan Taylor. It might have been in Drew's Discord. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yep, I found it. It was a Josh Larkey tweet. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. All right, hold on. Now, or no, this isn't what I want. All right. So this is the stat. Jonathan Taylor is the overall RB1 with 23.7 PPR points per game with 18 total touchdowns on the season. Hypothetically, if we gave him 12 more touchdowns already on the year, he'd have 30 touchdowns through 13 games. His PPR would jump to 29.2 points per game. CMC averaged 29.3 points per game over 16 games in 2019. What McCaffrey does when he's healthy, you just can't get anywhere else. And on top of that, like, running backs are a fragile position when it, like, altogether. Derrick Henry got hurt. There's no telling. Eckler could get hurt. He was literally, like, hurt last night. He was hurt last season. Like, I can't fade McCaffrey for injury risks when all of these running backs are injury prone. Saw that this year. I'd also be taking Swift. Like, Swift at the 112 feels, I mean, it does. I would take him over Javonte. I think Javonte at the 111 is tough. How do you guys feel about Kupp as wide receiver 1? I really don't know how I feel about that. Kupp at wide receiver 1 is tough for me. Hold on, I'm trying to keep up with the... All right, so let me actually put my picture in here. I think that kind of works well. We'll scoop this over here. So I'm up in 3 picks. CeeDee Lamb, Joe Mixon, Saquon at 206 is fun. Jamar Chase over Tyreek Hill is very interesting. I think I would still take Tyreek. I think I'd still take Tyreek. I think I'd still take Kelsey over Jamar Chase. I would definitely take Jamar Chase over Lamb. Take him over Diggs. Mixon at the 205 feels late. Like, I don't know. I'm going to have to really wrestle where I want to have Javonte Williams next year, because I've been a guy that loves Javonte Williams. Oh, geez, this is rough. Oh, man, this is rough. I don't know what I want to do here. Chubb, Gibson, Debo, Aaron Jones, Fournette, Hop. Wow, Akers is very interesting. So you took Gibson. At the 210, I don't think Kareem Hunt's not a free agent. Debo's very interesting to me. What do the wide receivers look like at the top? I think this far out you have no choice but to take running back, because I think wide receiver looks deep. Man. I'll go Chubb. I don't like it at all, but I'm going to go Chubb. You said Kupp at wide receiver 1 makes sense until we know what happens with Adams this offseason. That's fair. Yeah, the Javonte hype is getting very... Oh, man. Like, Javonte is a guy that I love. You guys know I pumped him up all offseason. I really do like Javonte, but, like, 111 is very tough for me, man. 111 over Swift, I can't do it. 111 over Tyreek, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it over Mixon and Saquon. I definitely don't think I can do it over Saquon. I hope Saquon gets a nice change of scenery, if I'm being honest with you guys. I'm a sucker for Saquon as well. So I would say, all right, so wide receivers are pretty much all wiped out. Oh, man, I kind of like the price I'm getting on A.J. Brown here, if I'm being real with you guys. Aaron Jones. I might literally just take Aaron Jones here. Like, if you give me McCaffrey, Chubb, and Aaron Jones right off the bat, and then I don't take another running back, I kind of like that idea. I've decided I'm doing that. Bang. He said, I feel like there's a difference between your running back missing 2 to 3 games, missing 8+ like CMC does. The thing is that, like Derrick Henry just missed 8+ games. Like, so I don't know, and Derrick Henry's like 2 years older than McCaffrey. So I don't know how you can hold that against McCaffrey and not Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, essentially every running back has a injury question mark. It is tough. You said you think Jefferson's drafted wide receiver 1. Like, I think I would probably take Jefferson over Kupp. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it does get into the conversation of, like, you kind of start treating Javonte Williams like Cam Akers, right? So he needs more production to take him round 1. I mean, with Akers, like, this year he had like that around like 112 ADP after not really doing much in his first year. So it makes some sense, right? Because you do have to, like, project out. If Melvin Gordon isn't there, it's still very tough. It depends on who they have at quarterback. It's just, I do like Javonte. I don't think I can take him over Mixon, Saquon. Swift. There's not a world where I take him over Swift. You said, what's Fournette's outlook next year at ADP? I mean, did he get taken yet? No. No, he did. I'll say for me, I don't feel comfortable with him in the second round. It's going to be very tough for me to trust Leonard Fournette. Like, again, Leonard Fournette's been great this year, and his points per game is going to come out very good. I'm going to have a problem with Leonard Fournette in terms of him feeling like a dead zone running back to me. These guys who are, older in this range. I mean, Aaron Jones, I guess you could make the case as like a dead zone running back, but like Aaron Jones to me is Aaron Jones still. As you guys know, once you get to the third round with the running backs, it gets really dicey. So I don't know. It gets tough for me with Fournette. I think I would definitely take all of these receivers over Fournette. I think I would take Aaron Jones over Fournette. I think I would take Dobbins over Fournette. I would not take Zeke. I would take A.J. Brown. I wouldn't take Clyde. I wouldn't take Andrews. I think Fournette starts getting interesting for me around late third. You said which rookie face planners are you still in on? I gotta be honest. The only clear rookie face planners we have right now is it seems like Terrace Marshall, right? I don't think Rondale will face plant. I guess like Nico Collins. You know what I mean? It really depends on the price, right? I mean, what is Terrace Marshall's price at this point? At 165, I'll take stabs at that all day long. Anything inside of like the top 100 to 120 picks, though, I'm good on face planners. It is interesting, though. Do they have rookies from this class in here or no? Because that's a weird dynamic to not have any rookies. Like Spiller won't be in here, or will he? Huh, that's weird. Like Burks won't be in here. This will just be a fantasy draft with none of the rookies. Okay. That's kind of a bummer. You said Waller. Wow, Waddle in the 4th. I mean, that sounds about right, I guess. That sounds about right. You said we're looking at Javonte with rose-tinted glasses, just assuming that Rodgers will go to Denver. Yeah, I do kind of agree. There. Cup is Brady. Who's Brady Anderson? Also, do you think the type of injury that CMC has is a problem, just like Dalvin's shoulder injury worries? Yeah, but I would say Cook played like most of the games this year. I mean, he misses them here and there, but it's tough because all of these running backs are injured. And I know that this year has been worse than usual, and you can tell yourself all that, but wow, we are getting some absolute. This is why I didn't take wide receivers in the first however many rounds. We are getting some absolute gems here. I already see some guys that I'm really liking. Like Evans in the late 4th is really nice. Shout out Danny. Dude, I gotta see. Danny's got the headband on. I gotta see if I can get the headband. I gotta earn something. It's like Mitchell. I'm gonna go Calvin Ridley. I think that Calvin Ridley plays next year. Here's the thing: if Calvin Ridley comes down the offseason and says, "All right, fellas, I'm suiting up," where does his ADP go? If he comes down the offseason and is like, "All right, fellas, I'm suiting up," I think that he probably goes A.J. Brown Metcalf range, right? Calvin Ridley. By the way, you're getting a massive discount on A.J. Brown and Metcalf after they went like second round this year. I don't mind Calvin Ridley at all there. Oh my God, you're getting some crazy prices on a lot of these guys, in my opinion. Brady hangs it up. All the Bucks take a huge hit. That is true. You said Terrace will be undrafted next year. That's fair. Yeah, that's why I scooped him up. Calvin Ridley there seems low. I personally think that he plays next year. I genuinely do think that he plays next year. Wow, DJ Moore. Wow, Higgins. Moore. Wow, not the Josh Jacobs. Wow, ETN is in this range. That's very interesting. 5th, 6th round. If you can get Travis Etienne, like that was his rookie ADP. In this range, I'm gonna take Marquis Brown. I do really like Tyler Lockett though as well. Man, he has 158 right now. What does Lockett have? 165. I'm gonna go Marquise. He played really well in the beginning of the season. I mean, 5th round feels nice for him. I don't mind Marquis Brown in this range either. 5th round feels really nice for Marquis Brown. I know he's been like on a slump, but if you did this draft like 3 weeks ago, he would be going like 3rd round. Third round, he says he's shooting up. That makes sense. You said Calvin Ridley's back on social media after a month. You said you feel like Kupp's rise in production is largely tied to Stafford. If you think Stafford will be good again, then I think Kupp will be good too. Kupp is really tough for me. I'll have him as a top 5 wide receiver, but first wide receiver off the board. I don't know, man. At a certain point, I do wonder if I'm just like being unfair to if I'm being unfair to how am I trying to say this? If I'm being unfair to Cooper Kupp and like using him not being amazing through his first however many years against him, I just have a tough time putting him up ahead Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. I think wide receiver 4 is where I feel very comfortable with him at. You still think he'll be really good? I think it'll be interesting to see if Odell comes back. Van Jefferson's like kind of a stud. I wonder what is Van Jefferson's ADP? It's got to be like what, like top 80? 106.9. Okay, that's actually not that bad for Van. You said maybe Kupp won't be wide receiver 1, but he will be really good. Yeah, he does feel like a high floor kind of guy. He's like a similar, I don't know. I was gonna say he's like a similar like eval. He is a similar eval to like Calvin Ridley going into this season, I think, if that makes any sense. Wow, so Devonta Smith, Elijah Moore. So these like year 2 breakouts that I'm gonna fall in love again with. I'll say, fellas, this year I was very in love with like Laviska Shenault, T. Higgins, Ayuk. Claypool. That hasn't burned us entirely. But I also need to remember in the back of my head that, yes, we want young ascending wide receivers. But year 2 has historically been like the year to like really pop off. But the next best is year 3. And we saw that this year. We saw that the year before. We saw that this year with Marquis Brown, Deontay Johnson, Deebo Samuel. You saw that the year before with Calvin Ridley. You saw that, and then the year before that you saw that with Chris Godwin. So you still get really, really big breakouts from year 3. So I also need to keep that in check. Like Elijah Moore, that's a really good price on. I'm trying to think, are there any like who would be so Judy would be year 3, Ayuk would be year 3. Like this is how you find next year's Deebo Samuel. Next year's, Deebo Samuel, Calvin Ridley is going to be Judy, Ayuk in this range. Claypool, oh my God, I love this. I absolutely love this price on Judy, Ayuk, and Claypool. I got to be honest with you guys. I really like that price. Rashad Bateman all the way down here. Yeah, that's why I took 3 running backs off the top, because these wide receiver as a whole is really deep at this point. Yeah, exactly. Sophomore wide receivers are cheat code. They've been known to be a cheat code, but in most years, this year it wasn't. And I don't want to overcorrect to that and then be like, okay, let's only draft year 3 wide receivers because we had Deebo, Deontay Johnson, and Marquise Brown. I just need to factor the year 3 guys in as well. We're going to be targeting sophomore wide receivers, and we're going to be targeting the year 3 wide receivers. Yeah, exactly. It was just a bad beat. You're saying Ayuk was a Shanahan issue? Yeah, it was a bad beat, but I mean, you had Shenault, which you could say was an Urban Meyer issue. T. Higgins didn't pop off. That was like regression. Jamar Chase. But yeah, in most years, year 2 guys, like CeeDee Lamb panned out great. But instead of loading up on all year 2 guys, I should have been moving up. I still ended up with a bunch of Deebo, but I ended up with no Marquise Brown or Deontay Johnson. I wish that next offseason we will be taking year 3 guys more seriously, which will be easy because I fell in love with all the year 2 guys this year. So we're going to go back to the well on guys again, like Chase Claypool, on guys like who else? Man, TJ Hawkinson's interesting here. Man, TJ Hawkinson is very interesting. End of round 6. He was like a early 5th guy this year, right? I mean, man, I think I'm going to go Claypool. Oh, Robert Woods is interesting here as well. I'm going to go Claypool. Fine, whatever. I really do feel like I should have taken I should have taken what's it called, Hawkinson there, but it's fine. You said you're the reason I drafted a bunch of Ayuk and Judy and I got screwed. I wasn't a big fan of Judy, but yeah, your two wide receivers were a bad beat this year. I'm telling you, I also drafted a ton of them. I got screwed pretty hard as well. You said, yeah, I got carried by DK, AJ Brown, and Terry McLaurin in 2020. Exactly. The year before this year, your two guys were huge. Yeah, just it didn't work out. It didn't work out, but like I'm not going to this year. I'm not going to fade like Elijah Moore and Jamar Chase and all those guys. We're still going to go back to the well in the year 2 guys, because it like over the long run, we've done the research. I've made the videos. Like year 2 wide receivers are like the best breakouts to target, but I also just don't want to overlook year 3 guys. I don't have the data on me, Tariq. So you're asking how big is the difference between year 3 and year 4 breakouts, but I believe it's pretty big. I know that's like a very bro science-y answer. Man, Kareem Hunt is interesting here. Kareem Hunt at pick 58. That's his ADP. He's going to go around. Oh, I already have Chubb, though, so never mind. Am I setting up any kind of stacks here? No, not at all. Robert Woods, Darnell Mooney, Hunter. Wow, Hunter Renfrow. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense why he's up there. It does make sense. Allen Robinson, that's interesting. Rondell Moore. Man, I hate this pick, but I'll go Robert Woods. Fine, why not? You said you went 0 or hero RB in most drafts and worked nice. Yeah, a lot of my builds worked out really well. It just came down to hitting on the wrong year 2 wide receivers. Again, though, I did end up with a ton of Jamar Chase, and I ended up with a ton of Debo. I ended up with no Cup at all, but I had a ton of Jamar Chase and a ton of Debo, just because we still, as a whole, from 0 RB and hero RB on the draft guide, as you guys know, I pushed all those wide receivers ahead of the running back. So there was like the end of the tier with Debo and Jamar Chase in that range, and a bunch of times they would slip and fall to me in the FFPC. And that's where I ended up with a ton of those guys. You said Denver's going to get one of Wilson, Watson, Rodgers, in my opinion, so Judy value is amazing here. Yeah, I also agree that Judy in round 7 is going to be amazing next year, if that's a thing. Derek, you said you were high on Leonard Fournette, Connor, Dylan Madison. Yeah, I was high on all those besides Leonard Fournette, and I... Oh, my God. Hope you guys said bless you. I hope at least one of you guys out there said that. Jesus, I'm a mess now. Jeez. You said Devonta Freeman, Deonta Foreman, or Aaron Jones. I think I'd go Aaron Jones. You said the one sophomore wide receiver that I was fading this year was Pittman, LOL, despite him being one of my favorite team, LOL, because he face planted. I was random shit just, yeah. Pittman's tough, but again, like I touched on it in one of the videos this week. I'm not going to adjust. Like I think it was fine process on. I think it was fine process to fade Michael Pittman. If you faded Michael Pittman, then you also faded Bryan Edwards, Henry Ruggs, Jalen Reagor. Who are the other ones? Jalen Reagor, Henry Ruggs, Bryan Edwards. I'm trying to think, but can't remember. You said for wide receiver, you like Waddle and Chase, only 2 you're touching. That's kind of fair. I do like I like the Moores. I like all of them. I like Bateman. I think all of them will be fun. I gotta dive into like kind of what they did in the offseason and all that. But what's James Conner's ADP now? Very interesting to see if he stays in Arizona. Where did he go? He didn't go too far. He went right here, so 77. So pick 705 is where he went here. I also just realized that you guys might not be able to see any of that. All right, so where are we at in this draft? We're up in 9 picks. We have Brady on the board, Stafford, Gronk, Henderson, Cooks. I'm trying to stack up wide receivers. Is this the same build as like a standard draft? I probably should have looked that up beforehand. So one quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and 12 bench spots. 12. I feel like it's usually 10 bench spots. I could be wrong. 5, 8. Yeah, so this is a 20-round draft. So build doesn't matter as much in a 20-round draft. But yeah, so that's interesting. You said you traded Devonta Freeman for second-round picks 2 years in a row. Oh, that's how you grind for dynasties. Yeah, that's a nice move. I have a question for this week. Rashad Penny or Jeff Wilson? I would go Rashad Penny. Said, would you start Devonta Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, Michael Carter, or Jeff Wilson? Ramondre Stevenson all day. Ramondre Stevenson's going to absolutely feast tomorrow. Yeah, 100%. You said it was more likely Pitts would struggle again, Wentz would suck. I wasn't a believer in Wentz or Pittman. I thought Jonathan Taylor would just carry the offense. Jonathan Taylor was a guy that I stuck my neck out for as a legendary running back. People thought he wasn't going to catch enough passes. But yeah, most of my playoff teams have Jonathan Taylor. I also really fucked up in my FFPC teams. I didn't know that the waivers lock for FFPC on week 15. So if I wasn't an idiot and I read the fine print, I would have done ads last week to just make sure that I'm not screwed at my 1-2 positions, because if you only have one quarterback and he gets hurt, then you're fucked. So my 2 teams that are in the playoff rounds, right? So in the tournament, have 1 quarterback, one of them have 1 tight end, they both have 1 kicker. So if my kickers go down, if Hunter Henry goes down, if Dak goes down or Herbert goes down, I am literally SOL on thousands of dollars. So that'd be fucked up for me. So please, thoughts and prayers. Please, Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, please do not get anything COVID related. That would be amazing. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Courtland Sutton's a decent buy at this price. Myles Gaskin, Rondale Moore. I think Rondale Moore is also very interesting at this price. So what, pick 90 something. Trey Lance, Burrow. I mean, how nasty can we get at quarterback? Wow, Deshaun Watson's still there? That's funny. I'm gonna go with Rondale Moore. That's what I've decided. We'll take a shot at the year 2 breakout. Really cheap. Are you out on Najee in 2022? Where did he go here? 106? Yeah, I'm not taking him at 106. I would say I will be out on Najee Harris forever. I don't see the legendary upside with him. You guys know I really value the legendary upside, and this year, like, I'm not taking him over Dalvin Cook, Kamara. I know those guys. I don't think I take Najee over Saquon if he has like a decent spot that he's going to be playing at. I would probably take Najee over Mixon. I would probably take Najee versus Javonte is going to give me fits. So I have Calvin Ridley, Marquis Brown, Chase Claypool. Can I get any kind of backdoor San Francisco stacks? I feel like no. Any backdoor Cincinnati stacks? No. Man, Antonio Brown's an interesting one. Will he play? Yeah, let's go Antonio Brown. Let's get weird. All right, so I got 6 wide receivers, 3 running backs. I don't know what I'm aiming for. We'll kind of see. Rock Lee, you say. Also, by the way, dude, I'm a big Naruto fan. That's a dope YouTube name you got. Should I start J-Rob, Ramondre? I don't know why I'm reading like I'm an idiot. Should I start J-Rob, Ramondre, DJ Moore, or Javonte? I would go Ramondre. I think that Ramondre is like a top 10 running back play. Do you buy Najee in Dynasty? No. I'm not a big Najee Harris guy in Dynasty. His price is crazy. People think that he's like a top 2 Dynasty running back. In Dynasty, I'm still taking Saquon, McCaffrey, Swift, and Jonathan Taylor over Najee. Then if you want to put Najee there, fine. But at his price I'm selling, he's a very old running back, man. He's for a second-year player. He's going to be a second-year player. He didn't look efficient this year. He's kind of just propped up by volume, and that's what it was with Josh Jacobs. Remember, Josh Jacobs was like a top 5 to 8 Dynasty running back at one point. just because he had so much volume. He like kind of got hurt, or he kind of got hot, you know. Oh shit, we got a You said, I appreciate the super chat, edit 718. You said PPR pick 2, Gibson, Javonte, Stevenson. Oof. I would go Stevenson and Javonte. Stevenson and Javonte. I think that I had Gibson ahead of Javonte in my rankings, but if Gibson doesn't have a quarterback and the game's postponed, like I think I would rather just play Javonte and Stevenson if I could. That's my take on that. You said your RBs are Gibson, Dobbins, Akers, Mitchell. Also have the 101, 104, and 106. I'm excited for the NFL draft. Yeah, the draft is going to be really fun. I'm actually really excited to dive into the prospects and go over all that. It seems like we have... So last year I had 2 tiers. I had Jamar Chase was the only one that I felt was like a can't-miss prospect. Then I had Rashad Bateman in tier 2. I had Terrace Marshall in tier 2. Obviously, Terrace Marshall, not a great person to have in there. But there's only 2 tier 2 wide receivers last year. This year... There's no tier 1 like Jamar Chase, but there are like 4 or 5 guys that I would put in tier 2 last year. Wide receiver is there's not one that's like a stud, but at wide receiver, I really like a group of guys like London, Burks, Wilson, Bell. So is it just 4? I could have sworn there was another one in there. Not Olave. Yeah, no. But yeah, so there's 4 that I would. But those are a lot of nice picks to have. Where do you guys rank Calvin Ridley going forward? For Calvin Ridley, I'm assuming that he plays next year, and if that's the case, then I would take him like 3rd round. I'm trying to sell Najee in Dynasty. Bad, inefficient, volume-driven player. Seems like this may be his point per game peak with Ben giving him non-stop dump-offs. That's a smart thing to say. Derek, you're high on ETN. I saw you take ETN in this draft as well. You like ETN for next year? I go back and forth with ETN because it is tough with like James Robinson. It's going to be a different coaching staff. James Robinson looks pretty good. You know, redshirting your first year is really tough. It's like a Rashad Penny type situation. But if you want to be in on him, then I'm down, bro. Gibson, Stevenson, Edmonds, if Connor is out or not. Is James Conner, like, not playing? I would go Stevenson, Gibson, Edmonds. If Connor is out, then I would go Stevenson, Edmonds, Gibson. Corey Davis, Jalen Hurts goes off. Damn, did Justin Fields really go? What do I got? Atlanta, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Rams, Arizona, Tampa Bay. Huh. What quarterbacks are we looking at here? Can I get any backdoor stacks with any of these guys? Tennessee, no. Las Vegas, Miami, Mac Jones. Wow, Trevor Lawrence? What? I'm going to go Kirk. I know this kind of... it's not really a reach on Kirk, but I'll go Kirk here. I think Kirk is fun in that spot. You said talent-wise, this reminds you of the 2019 draft at wide receiver. I don't mind that take. I don't mind that take at all. With like Debo, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, all these second-round guys that are nice. So you wouldn't mind spending all your all of your first-round picks on wide receiver this year, but I love Spiller and Breece Hall a lot. I don't know how to feel about either of those running backs. They're both the same dude to me, but they're both like they're both solid. Wow, that's an interesting spot for Will Fuller right here. Marvin Jones, Will Fuller, Jarvis Landry, Jacoby Myers, Julio, Kendrick Bourne. I think I prefer like I mean this is now getting dirt cheap for Julio. This is almost getting disrespectful for Julio, fellas. Like we're almost getting very disrespectful, I'll say. How old is Will Fuller? He can't be that old. Right? I'm going full. I still do believe that Fuller is very talented. I think Fuller is going to be a really fun draft target for me this year. Pickens, yeah, I love Pickens. Top of the night. What's up, man? Hope all is well and the haircut grows quick. Yo, chill. We don't have to mention the haircut. We don't have to mention it. Connor practice, he's playing. Yes, sir. Robinson gets in the way, but give me them first round RBs all day. Okay. I'm with it. You guys know I had ETN as my RB1. It's just like, dude, getting hurt for your entire first year. You guys know how I feel. I need them to ball out in year one. God damn it, dude. It sucks, man. I love ETN. Thoughts on Tua for next year? That's a tough one. That's a very tough one. That's a really tough one, man. Thoughts on Tua? Man, I don't know. I think he probably starts for the Dolphins next year. I think that he could be like a back-end QB1. Like it's very tough. Tua's a tough one for me because he's not very clearly a runner. He doesn't have rushing upside. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. He has some rushing upside, not a ton. I don't think that he's an elite thrower. Like I don't know. Quarterback is Lamar and Wentz. I might just grab Malik Willis with the 106 if I can. Yeah, Malik Willis. I like Malik Willis as well. The thing is, a lot of the like scouts and stuff say that Malik Willis is like very raw. He needs like a year or two. Here's the thing, and I know that this is like whack to say, you know, but a lot of the same things that we're saying about Josh Allen could have been said about Malik Willis. And I think when you just have a guy with that kind of Konami code like upside in the draft, if he goes like top 5, top 10, you kind of just have to take your swing. You said you think Fuller stays in Miami, Tariq, and Watson's going to come. I would love that. Watch Calvin Austin from Memphis. Dude flies. Can see him being Rondale Moore, Jakeem Grant in the right spot. Hopefully more Jakeem Grant than Rondale Moore. I hope that Rondale Moore doesn't fall into the Jakeem Grant category when it's all said and done. But Calvin Austin was a guy that I looked at because I have like a huge spreadsheet that I go over in draft season where I input like breakout age, dominator, yards per team pass attempt, just like all the draft stuff or all the combine stuff, just in a million metrics. I have like a huge spreadsheet I made. And I charted Calvin Austin and the other kid from Memphis. Or not Memphis, but Southern Alabama. So Calvin Austin from Memphis and Jalen Tolbert were two guys that I've already kind of looked at already. Calvin Austin was interesting because it's funny you say like Jakeem Grant, Rondale Moore. I comped him to, I want to say Ty Montgomery. Let me see if I can pull up the page on my phone. Calvin Austin is very interesting. I mean, like now we're talking about, very fringe guys here. Getting extremely nerdy. But let me see if I can find him. I'm actually interested to see. So what was it? Like rookie, called like the rookie database, post-draft, wide receiver database. Is he still in here is the question. Calvin Austin. Yeah, dude, like I went deep. Like I have Ben Skowronek in here, the guy on the Rams. Damn, where is Calvin Austin? Oh, here it is, out of Memphis. Who did I comp him to? Oh, jeez. I comped him as a poor man's Isaiah McKenzie. So that's like kind of Jakeem Grant, like Isaiah McKenzie. Jeez. The Dolphins did everything they could to get Tua a month or two later. They're trying to get Watson. That says enough for me. Makes sense. Tua's like my ex peaked in college. Jeez. You said Malik Wallace can be something like Trey Lance is this year. Trey next year with the San Francisco running could be this year's Jalen Hurts. I think he'd probably be in terms of fantasy as good as Jalen Hurts, but in real life probably a little bit better. At least I'd hope so. Jeez, I haven't taken a single tight end. What tight ends do we got? Is Albert Okwuegbunam getting drafted? Did he already get drafted? Does he probably not even have an ADP? Yeah, he doesn't even have an ADP. It's just kind of curious there. Grayson McCall. I've heard really good things about Grayson McCall. From like from a analytical perspective. This year, but his O-line and wide receiver were terrible, and he kind of reminds me of like Michael Vick. That's a decent comp. I will say it's pretty crazy. Like, dude, I was so sure that Josh Allen was gonna suck, dude. He regressed from his junior year to senior year. He sucked. He was awful. He was awful his junior year. He had like a 55% completion percentage. He had like 16 touchdowns, like 12 interceptions. It's insane. It haunts me to this day. Man, is Logan Thomas just toast at this point? Like, who are the late round tight ends this year that'll be fun, like dart throws? Oh, Irv Smith could be fun. So we have Kirk Cousins. There's 20 rounds. Do you want a quarterback? No, I think we're good on quarterback. God damn it. Let's just take Logan Thomas. I hate that he has an ACL injury and all that, but it's what has to be done. You said you like Josh Allen a lot, but surprised how big of a jump he made. Yeah, dude, it's absolutely insane what Josh Allen has done. Hats off to the fella. I was so certain he was gonna suck. It's crazy. Like, coming out of school, I thought that he was in the same class as like Drew Lock, but the physical tools apparently like clearly way better than Drew Lock. And he really had the right support system in Buffalo. Like, do you guys think if my New York Jets take Josh Allen at 3rd overall instead of Sam Darnold, is Josh Allen still Josh Allen? Like, is he as good as he is right now? Who are some fun flyer tight ends? I almost hate that I took Logan Thomas. Who are some fun flyers? Evan Ingram's a fun flyer. Oh, geez. There's not a lot of fun flyers. Hunter Henry is not really that fun of a flyer. What am I even aiming for in terms of build? 7 wide receivers. So I do have Robbie Anderson, Emmanuel Sanders, Marquis Valdes-Scantling, Terrace Marshall. This kind of seems like a spot where I should probably just take Tannehill and go about my day. Maybe I should just take Tua. I'll take Tua for the Fuller stack, even though neither of them could, like, Fuller could get cut or something. Tua could just get traded, so. You said for QBs, it's a toss-up between Pickett, Corral. Depends on the offense they land. The problem is, I think in a vacuum, I probably prefer Corral, but I think that Pickett gets drafted way higher. I'd like to see Evan Ingram go to another team, maybe somewhere they toss them the ball once in a while. Yep, very true. I would love to see. Ingram's not bad at all. Evan Ingram could be a dart if he ends up in a pass-happy offense. Dude, I would love to see him with the Saints or something. This year feels like E.J. Manuel and Geno Smith all over again. That is very true. The problem with Carson Strong is that he's actually, I think from an analytical, I think that his stats actually aren't bad at all, and he's like a very pocket passer. Yeah, it's very true. Brian Dabble, dude, hats off to Brian Dabble, McDermott, all those guys for developing Josh Allen. Also, let me know, fellas, if Josh Allen goes to the Jets with who's there at the time, Adam Gase. I don't think that Josh Allen is who he is right now if he gets drafted by the Jets 3rd overall. Oh, I'll be right back. What's going on, fellas? Bill's a perfect example of how to develop a quarterback. I feel like I read that. I think Josh Allen linking up with Brian Daboll was huge. 100% it was huge. I'm hoping that a young quarterback goes to the Falcons and sits behind Ryan for a year. Do we think Matt Ryan stays in Atlanta next year? Like, is there a chance that maybe like I wonder. I gotta imagine that Matt Ryan's still on the board, right? I wonder. What am I trying to say? I do wonder if Matt Ryan stays, like, could he get traded? Like, I think he still has like a fat contract, right? But like, I could see him going to the Steelers or the Broncos. Just getting like a change of scenery. Said agreed. Teams don't develop quarterbacks. Yeah, Jets are gonna get fucked over, man. We'll never develop a quarterback. He would still have a 50% complete percentage if he went to the Jets. Come on. I said it earlier today. If Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase went to the Jets the last 2 years, we still talking about them the same way. I agree there. Because, dude, Elijah Moore looked amazing, even with like bad quarterback play and stuff. I think it's just tougher for a quarterback to be really good in a shitty situation. But I say that, but there's also so many exceptions to the rule. You had Kyler Murray his first year with Cliff Kingsbury is actually not that awful, but you had Deshaun Watson with Bill O'Brien. I will say that what's his name? I will say Josh Rosen got a really shitty hand. The head coach for the Cardinals at that time sucked. What was his name? Like it's like McCarthy or something. You said your brother was a Jets fan. Dude, that's actually dope that you're a Jets fan because of that. But dude, it's so tough out here. It is so tough out here. You said his cap hit is so big they basically have to keep him. Too much dead cap. In terms of, man, oh man, what are we even looking at here? Geez, not Trey Sermon in the 14th round. So there's 20 rounds. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry here. If there's 20 rounds, 2, 3, so that's 5 plus 7, 5, 7. So we're at 14 right now. So we have 6 more spots to go. Are either of my quarterbacks weak enough to the point where I need to draft? I think I'm going to go 2 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends. So that's 5. 2 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends. That's 5. Let's go 5 running backs. That's 10. Then we'll go 10 wide receivers. So we'll do 10-5, 10-3. I think that's what I'm going to aim for. We'll see how it pans out though. Oh, you're saying Matt Ryan's cap. I don't know why that didn't register for me. But that does make sense. Washington football team might be one of the best spots for quarterbacks that no one talks about. You said that is true, man. Washington's up there. I think Washington's actually firmly in the mix. If I'm saying like, I think Denver's 1. I'd put Washington football team 2. In terms of situations for quarterbacks to walk into and have it be good, I would say, don't think Atlanta would be good. If Brady retires Tampa Bay, I don't think he does retire though. That's the craziest part. I don't think Brady retires, man. That is the wildest part of this whole thing. Right, so now we're good at tight end. We're going to go Evan Ingram there. I don't know where Evan Ingram's going to be next year. I hope that it's not in New York, but I love Evan Ingram. Like Hunter Henry, Logan Thomas, I kind of regret making that pick. But now we're good at tight end. I'm going to be focusing on running back and wide receiver. I might go 4 running backs, 11 wide receivers and get really weird here. But we'll see what happens. So let's take quarterbacks out. I mean, what quarterbacks are even available at this point? I feel like quarterback's not bad right now. Problem is, quarterback this far out, you don't know who's starting for who. Like, is Baker even start? Like, I want to say Baker's on the last year of his deal, right? right, for that 2018 draft class, yeah. And I don't think that they. All right, so I'm kind of speaking on my ass here, but I don't recall them giving Baker a They didn't. I don't think they extended his 5th-year option. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. They could have. You said you like how the Jets are investing in offense more. AVT, Becton Davis. Yeah, I like it, dude. Joe Douglas is a fantastic GM. I think LaFleur has looked good this year. I was kind of just joking earlier. I do think that the Jets are headed in the right direction. I like what we're doing here. So the Jets need to draft Stingley and Kyle Hamilton, and you'll have the best secondary for a long time. Maybe not Kyle Hamilton, but I really want Stingley. Are there any defensive gurus in here that can tell me why people are like souring on Stingley? From my point of view, as someone, I don't watch tape or anything, but the kid was playing. He should have won the Thorpe Award, best DB in the country as a rookie or as a freshman, as a true freshman. The guy's insane. On that team, dude. That LSU team, Christian Fulton, the first-round pick for the Titans, was a corner on that team. Stingley was the one that would guard the number 1 wide receivers as a true freshman with a junior first-round pick in the NFL. Like, Stingley is absolutely insane. I guess he just hasn't had like a great season since then. It's kind of what I've been hearing. But give me Stingley all day. Dude was like a 5-star recruit too. I want Stingley, and I want an offensive lineman or something. Give me, dude. If we could go like Stingley, Evan Neal's the only guy I know. Or if we got high enough to where we could get Thibodeau or Hutchinson, give me either Thibodeau, Hutchinson, Evan Neal plus Stingley, and then in the second round we get like a David Bell. If we get David Bell in the second, boom, we're ready to go. I will say though, I don't know if we even need another wide receiver. I think we do though. I don't think Elijah Moore, Jamison Crowder, and Corey Davis is going to cut it. I think that we need a little bit more. I do know though, Kyle Hamilton is dope. It's just I'm tired of the Jets taking, like we've taken Quinnen Williams, Leonard Williams. So we've taken Jamal Adams, early. All these guys that we invest high draft capital in over the years that aren't at those premium positions, like they just don't move the needle. Like even Leonard Williams was sick. We had like Muhammad Wilkerson, Sheldon Richardson at one point. The interior D-line was sick. Just didn't matter. How's it going on? Do we got Javonte Williams being the Cam Akers of 2022 mock draft? 100%. He went like 111. I think the Jets are giving Wilson a fair chance to develop. Yeah, I hope they stick by him, dude. I gotta be honest with you. I still haven't moved him super far down in the dynasty rankings. I like what I saw from him against the Titans. I like what I saw from him against the Texans. Zach Wilson, he has a lot of potential. All the film guys are saying that he can go crazy. So that's what I'm hoping for. Jets need just build a rock-solid O-line, dude. AVT is sick. Becton is sick. McGovern, the center, is sick. Give us one more guy. Give us a nice right tackle, and we are set for like the next 5 years. You said Tom McShay's mock draft 1.0 had 5 quarterbacks in the first round, which is crazy to me. Because none of these quarterbacks are... Dude, there's no shot that 5 quarterbacks get drafted in the first round this year. How funny would that be if 5 quarterbacks won first round and none of them went in like the top 3 to 5? That'd be pretty wild. Because I think Thibodeau and Hutchinson are for sure getting picked over a quarterback. Now it is very far out. We could see like the college football playoffs swing things. I will say though, I don't think any of the college football playoff teams have first round quarterbacks besides Desmond Ridder, who wouldn't move to 101. You were all over Fitz. Sad he got banged out got banged out. Yo, pause. But yeah, Fitz was somebody that I wasn't high on, and then I got high on him at the end of the offseason, and then he just ended up getting hurt. So that sucked. But so you have Darrell Williams, Nelson Aguilar. Jeez, we're getting thin here, fellas. We're getting thin. Man, maybe I should have waited on quarterback tight end for late. Maybe that was the move. I gotta be honest, that looks like that was the move for sure. I think I fucked up. Mike Davis, Latavius Murray, Mark Ingram, Eno, P. Ryan, Devonta Freeman is interesting. Jeez. I'm gonna go Darrell Williams. I feel like he'll just always be a chief, and he'll always just get whatever he needs to get. So I'm gonna go Darrell Williams. Yeah, and then that's gonna be it at running back. And then we're just going to go crazy on the wide receivers. Who can we find as the next Hunter Renfrow? Who's a guy that's not sexy, that's going to be on a roster? I mean, Jamison Crowder kind of fits that. Who is the next Hunter Renfrow here, fellas? That's who we're trying to find. Jeez, that gets ugly. You said with the two first, the Jets could easily get another offensive lineman and give Wilson a lot of solid pieces around him. That's what I'm saying, dude. No, that's 100% facts, Lewis. As a Saints fan, if you literally just have Sean Payton, you're fine. Like if you give me Sean Payton, Andy Reid, or Bill Belichick, I don't care what the team is, you're always going to be in the hunt. So Brown should draft Malik Willis to counter Lamar. That'd actually be pretty fun. Trey Sermon, I couldn't pass. You took Trey Sermon? Trey Sermon's an interesting flyer next year. I'll give you that. If he's like a 14th rounder in like a best ball draft, I don't hate that at all. The Browns did pick up Baker's 5th year. Okay, so that's my bad. Give me Jamison Crowder. I love that. Jamison Crowder this year's Hunter Renfrow. You heard it here first. He's going to be on a team in the slot. That's for sure. That's it. I'm tweeting that out. No, I'm not. I'm just gassing. LSU's been trash and hurt. Yeah, wouldn't Stingley stick Devonta when he was at Bama? Yeah, he would literally shadow the number 1 wide receivers with. I think that Devonta cooked him back in the day. I could be wrong, but I want to say Devonta cooked him. I will say, dude, if you're a true freshman, dude, imagine being a true freshman every day in practice. You are guarding Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase or Terrace Marshall. Insane, dude. Those scrimmages must have been wild. You said like Stingley's best year because of good health was his freshman year. Oh, so he has been what? He's been hurt. You like Ikwanu? He's been elite at guard and tackle in college. Good positional versatility. Okay. What happened to Mims this year? Got body bagged by that coach. I know he's better than this, dude. It's very tough, dude. He got what am I trying to say? Dude, they played DJ Montgomery over him this week, bro. DJ Montgomery. I'm a diehard Jets fan. I don't know who that is. Yeah, these days dude, with the Jets, all I care about at the top of this draft, these 2 picks at the top, if the 2 picks at the top are not cornerback, offensive tackle, or edge rusher, I'm going to be pissed. I want 2 of the 3. I want 2 of the 3 of those top 5 picks. So we have our pick, we have the Seahawks pick. Give me tackle, edge, or corner. That's all I care about. You said you've seen some film guys say he looks good, but some footwork problems. Clean them up, and his accuracy will take off. Okay. Let's hire a quarterback coach. Let's get Jordan Palmer in there. Let's get the TB12 guys in there. Come on now. You said you just want Lisa Wilson. Oh, his mom. There's going to be guys like Carr, Russ, Rodgers, Ryan, Watson up for grabs via trade. Yeah, I agree. I think I don't think we're going to see 5 quarterbacks. I know McShay just likes to get like buzz and clicks in the beginning, but I agree. I think 5 quarterbacks is too much. There'll probably be like 2 or 3. I think right now it seems like Corral and Malik Willis are pretty much locks. It seems like Pickett is also almost a lock at this point. I think did he not play in his bowl game? I don't know. I feel like Pickett's a guy that probably could have raised his stock in a bowl game, but I don't know. So next Renfrow is Watkins. Or Quez Watkins. That's an interesting one. Eskridge Hamler. That's an interesting one. T.Y. Hilton's a very good one, Derek. T.Y. Hilton's a very good one. You stump me with DJ Montgomery. I'm telling you, I don't know who DJ Montgomery is. And the Jets played him over Mims, which is insane to me. Top 10 OTs to watch are Neal's the only one I know, but Ikwanu. I think I have heard of Charles Cross. Did Cross go to Ole Miss, Brock? I want to say Charles Cross went to Ole Miss. If he didn't, then I'm maybe an idiot, but maybe Ikwanu went to Ole Miss. I don't know. Saints would love Mims. Give the Jets a 6 or 7. Our wide receivers are trash. Dude, y'all can have him. Just pay. Give me a 5th and call it a day. Go our separate ways. You said that game tomorrow night against the Patriots, a biggest game in Wentz's career against the Patriots. Why? Because they won the Super Bowl without him against the Patriots. Dude, it's a huge game for Wentz for sure. I think they probably crumble, but I don't know. It depends on where is it. Is it in New England? Is it in Indy? That's gonna be a really good game. I'm pretty much just hoping that they don't cancel that. That's a very nice Saturday night game, dude. Colts versus Patriots might be the best game on the slate. Outside of dude, we're getting blessed. Chiefs Chargers was great. Do you think the Jets need a deep option? If so, could be there in early round 2? Do they need a deep threat? I think Elijah Moore is a decent deep threat. I just want playmakers, man. I just want dogs. I don't even love Jahan Dotson. I would love George Pickens in round 2. I would love David Bell in round 2. Give me David Bell or George Pickens in round 2. Would love it because you can move Elijah Moore into the slot. You got George Pickens / David Bell on one side. You got Corey Davis on the other. Maybe we could get a nice tight end. Is there any good tight ends in this draft? I feel like I'm not really that. I don't love Weidermeyer. I guess the kid out of what is it? Trey McKitty? Or no? Is it Trey McKitty? But the kid out of Colorado State's interesting. Quintez Cephas, Deshaun Jackson, Deonta Harris. Geez, we're getting very slim. Paris Campbell is interesting, actually. Traquan Smith, Josh Reynolds. Oh, geez, guys. Oh, man. This is ugly. Quintez Cephas. Did he do anything this year? Deshaun, Deonta Harris, Alan Lazard. I think I'll go Paris Campbell, dude. Oh, man, that's tough. Jeez, I hated that. Jets are holding Mims hostage. They won't trade him. Yeah, it's weird. I want to say that teams tried to get him at the deadline. I want to say that happened. Pickett and Kenneth Walker opted out of the Peach Bowl for the draft. Damn it. Cross went to Mississippi State. Oh, okay. So I was kind of close. Mims used to be as good as T. Higgins to me in college. LOL. Dude, I completely I liked Mims coming out, but if that happened now, I wouldn't like him coming out. It's just weird. I would go Al Lazard. He's always good for a pop off here or there. We'll take that. Yeah, that was before I really valued early breakout, early declare. Mims is just tough, man. Thing is, you could point out Mims' profile, and it's very similar to Deebo Samuel's coming out of school. Both guys that were seniors, performed really well at the Senior Bowl, broke out early on, just stayed an extra year. Second-round draft picks. Tough. GMs will overvalue these quarterbacks and start grabbing them too early. I was really surprised some dummy didn't jump up and grab Manuel top 10. Dude, that was one of the weirder drafts. Nobody overdrafted. Of course, my Jets grabbed Geno Smith. Loved that. I think my Colts can win, but I'm biased. I believe in Reich more than anyone. Yeah, that's true. Reich is pretty sick. We'll say that in the beginning of the season, he was being an idiot, not giving Jonathan. Dude, the first 4 weeks, he was misusing my boy Jonathan Taylor. Let me say that much. Linderbaum, the center from Iowa. I have heard of him. Supposedly a stud, but he's a center. You have to be Quinn. Yeah, of course. And we have a stud center, but I guess if he's a guard, if he plays on the right side of Elijah Vera Tucker, that would be pretty cool. You said one thing you've learned in 39 years of your life, the Jets will always be the Jets. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't do me like that. They will not always be the Jets, dude. We're going to win one. We're going to win one. You could have said that about the Eagles or something. I don't know. Come on, Derek. The Jets will be there one day. Let me just tell you guys, if I don't get to see a Jets Super Bowl before I die, I'm gonna be pissed. Be pissed, man. If I lived 100 years and I don't see a Jets Super Bowl, I will be pissed. Oh, McBride. It's Trey McBride. You said likely from Coastal Carolina is nice for tight end draft, dude. Instead of Trey McBride or Weidermeyer in the draft at tight end for the Jets, let's just grab let's just grab Evan Ingram or something. Let's get a free agent tight end. Because am I an idiot? Did the Jets just not have anybody at tight end? Yeah, we have nobody at tight end. No, give me a receiving tight end. You said Big 12 wide receivers are either studs or huge busts. I feel like it comes down to whether or not they went to Oklahoma. like that might be the thing. I mean, what? Josh Gordon went to Baylor. You said Gerald Everett 19th round is a steal, 100%. You said Watermeyer this year, and not a fan. Eric Gilbert if he makes it to the 23 draft. Bowers in 24. What about the kid at Notre Dame? Michael Mayer in 23. Isn't Eric Gilbert? Didn't Gilbert say that he wants to play like wide receiver now? Said, yeah, in the Colts' first 3 weeks, touchdown percentage in the red zone sucks. Started feeding JT and the percentage shot up. Do I think Zach Wilson is a franchise quarterback? I hope so. I don't know yet. I don't know if he's a franchise quarterback. I think that he has the potential to be one, though. That makes sense. Yeah, Mayer's nice. Just like the Timberwolves. Come on, bro. Come on, chill. I don't know why we got rid of Herndon, dude. He was good. I don't understand. He was sick. His rookie year, he's like one of like very few amount of tight ends to like pass 500 receiving yards as a rookie. I think it's like him, Fant, Evan Ingram, like Kittle. It's insane. No. This is not the start of the Patriots dynasty. I'm calling fraud. There's no way. Mac Jones, I can't close my eyes and see Mac Jones with confetti coming down in front of his face. I'm sorry, I just can't. Were you wrong to take Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver from OSU, and Devy over Donovan Edwards, RB from Michigan? I'm not a Devy guy. I do know both of those guys, though. But I wouldn't know. I would not know. That's really the problem there. Byron Pringle, Randall Cobb. Jeez, wide receiver is ugly. I'm thinking about getting into a Devy league this offseason. We'll see. I might have to hop in one. You said, "Don't worry, bro. We'll get you into Devy in no time." Yeah, I've been debating hopping in one. Like I said, I know Emeka Egbuka. I want to say he's the Ohio State freshman, and Donovan Edwards is the Michigan freshman. So I do know a decent amount. Traquan Smith, Dwayne Eskridge, Devin Duvernay. I think I might go Devin Duvernay. Is there anybody weird from Miami in here? Preston Williams is interesting. Let's go Preston Williams. Well, he's just been hurt this year, I think. Oh, jeez, I don't know. If he hasn't been hurt this year and he's just been ass, then that was stupid. But whatever. You said Jackson Smith and the Jigba is that wide receiver over Emeka for OSU. He's already outproducing dudes like Wilson/Olave. They could both be pretty good this year, though, or next year, right? Could be him and Egbuka. You were deciding between them and the Bunk Bed Breakdowns Devy League? Oh, shit. You guys did a Devy draft recently? See, view full draft. This is interesting to look at. What do we got? Bijan Robinson next draft is a stud, 100%. Ohio State prospects have been drafted a lot more highly than Michigan players. Yeah, Michigan wide receivers have been tough. But, all right, fellas. Probably going to hop out of here in like the next 5 to 10 minutes. My computer is making insane sounds. Yeah, I did hear about Marvin Harrison Jr., dude. I did hear about Marvin Harrison Jr. I heard that he was sick. I don't think that he was as highly recruited as those guys, but I mean, like when your pops is Marvin Harrison, that's crazy. Did you guys see the I'd imagine if you're into Devy, you guys saw the Deion Sanders shit where he flipped the top recruit. That's crazy. Apparently his son plays quarterback, and he's like a 4-star recruit that had like offers from Alabama. That plays quarterback. Like Jackson State might be like the next like UCF type shit, which would be dope. You have DJ. Oh, jeez, dude. I can only imagine what it's like to draft DJ Uiagalelei in Devi, bro. That's so tough. Like, does it even look like he's going to be like? Is he going to start for Clemson next year? You saw a few other recruits flip to JSU. Yeah, dude. Like, he's gonna have like. Apparently, he got some transfers too from like big schools. Like, Jackson State is gonna be like an interesting team. All right, so you guys actually, I know, so all right, so it seems like some of you guys are like legit college football heads. Would Deion Sanders be like a good coach at like a Florida State? Because I feel like, I mean, like Ed Orgeron and like Urban Myers, those guys don't feel like really good X's and O's guys. They just feel like good recruiters. So I mean, Deion Sanders could probably recruit his ass off. Right, like Deion Sanders, he doesn't even have to be a sick. He doesn't even have to be a sick OC or like I mean like a X's and O's guys. He could recruit his ass off. Every DB would want to play for him. Every kid would want to play for him. Like if I'm Florida State, I literally just hit up Deion. I say, yo, we'll pay you a shit ton of money. Come through, bring all your top recruits, bang. You said you think you'll get another shot too high a pedigree. Oh, DJ. Do you think DJ transfers or does he stay there and play another year? Because I imagine Clemson probably will try and bring in a new quarterback. I'll be honest. I'm talking on my ass here. This is past my expertise here. So Deion Sanders got that Barstool money for NIL. And Devi, I'm just drafting Alabama and OSU depth charts. Oh my God. So Deion would have been perfect at FSU. Yeah, dude, if I was a kid and Deion Sanders comes to my house and is like, bro, come play for me, I'm there. If you're Deion, you can recruit them. Yeah, and just get stud OCs, get stud DCs. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying like Deion Sanders could probably be the best recruiter in college. Like, who would turn down Deion Sanders? I will say though that's sus, dude. Like your job pretty much centers around you like being on phone calls and like damn near grooming like 14, 15-year-old kids, bro. That's a whack spot, but who knows? He said, I hope Aguiye Hall gets his shit together. Who's that? That's the kid for Texas A&M? Is that Texas A&M or is that trying to think. DJ's flashes from high school and the game came in for relief for Trevor. Gives me belief. Give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he looked good in high school. He looked really good in the games he came in. That game against Notre Dame, he looked great. I will say though, you said it's like Georgetown with Ewing and like Memphis with Penny. The thing is that like Penny has done really good recruiting. So he got. I'm actually a huge college basketball guy. He got Duran. He got Amani Bates, who's sick. The problem is that Penny Hardaway isn't a great X's and O's guy. Like Nate Oates and Musselman and like Mark Few and Chris Beard, those guys are way better on the X's and O's than Penny Hardaway. I think that's what fucks him up. But I mean, in football, you can just get the OC and DC to like literally game plan the whole thing, and you can just be the CEO of the whole thing. Because I don't think Ed Orgeron's getting on the board and like breaking down how to beat cover 3. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm disrespecting Ed Orgeron, but I feel like a lot of his was really just recruiting. Oh, he's a Bama guy. Aguiye Hall. Who was I thinking? I was thinking about what is his name? Like Aeneas Smith. DJ would need a Josh Allen type environment to thrive, though. Aguiye Hall was like a freshman wide receiver, I believe. Didn't they have a couple of guys? Like is one of their names like JoJo Earl? Like I remember seeing that name. Just tank for Arch Manning whenever he's up for grabs. Clemson's O-line isn't that great either, which doesn't help DJ. Yeah, their O-line. I mean, what they lost the one kid to the Bengals. And what's the they have a dude? They have a top defensive recruit from New Jersey. Can't remember his name though. It was like 2 classes ago. Said Archie and Ewers all day. What do we think about Ewers? Like all I've seen from Ewers is that he has the all I've seen from Ewers is that he just has that weird hair. Like, is he sick? I would love to see what Ewers looks like. We didn't even get to see him play. Like, I guess he probably played some garbage time this year. He said there's a reason LSU was so great in 2019 beyond just talent. Coach O recruited and Joe Brady was S's and O's guys. Yeah, exactly. The problem is that he lost Joe Brady to the NFL. Dude, I followed what is it? Is it Desmond? Is it Demon Demos? I feel like it's Desmond Demos. Or I don't know how to say his name. But I followed him on Twitter. Or I followed him on Instagram because, like, when he was coming up, his highlights were sick out of high school. But I haven't heard anything about him at A&M. Yes, Brian Breesy. That's exactly who it is. Brian Breesy out of New Jersey. I like keeping up with the New Jersey recruits here and there. Like, Notre Dame just got a quarterback from New Jersey. You know I got a rep. Dude, we got some sick recruits, dude. We got Greg Olson. We got David Njoku, Jabril Peppers. I think Jonathan Taylor is out of New Jersey. Dude, people want to talk about California, Texas this, Florida that. Jersey's got some comp. Rockley, you're saying robust RB is the way to go next year and redraft with the influx of young and cheap wide receivers in the middle of late rounds. I think I'm going to adopt a strategy of, like, all right, so I'm not going to go like this, where I went like 3 running backs in a row, but I think I'm going to go more often than not a lot of 2 running back builds. 2 running backs right out the gate, and then rounds like 3 through 8 just hammer the shit out of wide receiver. That's probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, Derek, you said it on Pat McAfee's show about Arch. Eli said Arch Manning is already breaking down defenses. Jesus, that's so dope. Arch is going to be sick. You said, so Keanu Ewers is one of 2 quarterbacks to ever get a perfect grade in high school. Vince Young was the other. That's pretty dope. Yeah, Jersey college, dude. Jersey basketball is pretty legit too, bro. Put some respect on Jersey. So, Arby's got that from Whiskey that transferred to MSU out of Bergen. From Big Q is from Jersey. Who's Big Q? Maybe I'm an idiot. Oh, Quentin Nelson. Trying to think of the other really good New Jersey recruits. Jabril. Trying to think out of for basketball too. I think Shaq is from Jersey. I think Kyrie is from Jersey. I could be wrong. I want to say Kyrie is from Jersey, but I could be wrong there. Dude, I'm telling you, like, we've been saying this forever, but like, if Rutgers could just recruit within state and they could just, if they got Jabril Peppers, Jonathan Taylor, and if they could just put a monopoly on the New Jersey recruits, they would literally be a top 25 team. Yes, dude. Kevin Williard is most underrated college basketball head coach. Saw him every year in college, dude. I would say so. I went to CCM, right? So I went to community college, but I got a buddy who goes to Seton Hall. Seton Hall was like one of my top schools I was going to go to, right? If I didn't like take a year off to do YouTube. But Seton Hall, dude, Seton Hall, I would say I'm a fan of Seton Hall basketball. I go to the games. We went to the game where they beat Texas, dude. Williard is really good. I will say it's going to suck, dude, because Williard might end up leaving very soon. Like, he's getting to a point in his career where he's so good with the Seton Hall that he could just go elsewhere. Like, I want to say Maryland was like in talks with him. It could make sense, which sucks. Kyle Anderson, yep, Kyle Anderson. Mike Kid Gilchrist. Who's the honky tonk man? Nova gets all the college basketball guys out of Jersey. They do. Seton Hall got ballers, dude. Miles Powell. So that was my freshman year of college, right? So that was 2 years ago, right before the pandemic shut down, dude. So that was Miles Powell's senior year, his last year in college. I've never seen a stadium like erupt for a guy the way that they gassed Miles Powell, dude. Miles Powell was legit. That Seton Hall team was their best team in the Ken Palm era. It sucks that COVID happened for them, dude. They would have made a run in the tournament. They would have been like a 3 seed. Would have been crazy. Miles Powell was sick. Mamu was sick on that team. I want to say Kale was on that team. Quincy McKnight, Romero Gill. Like, dude, that was a sick team. That was so fun. Like, dude, watching those games were sick. We showed up to their game against Michigan State in the beginning of the year when they lost against Cassius Winston and those boys. I went to the game against Villanova. He said, miss the old Big East games? Yeah. All right, fellas. I'm going to hop out of here. I love you guys. Thank you for staying around for so long. Thank you for getting that draft in. It was fun kind of looking at the, kind of the draft and where things are going to be at. I love you guys. Have a good Friday night. I'm going to hop off here, spend some time with Winnie, play some Xbox. As always, I will see you guys in the next one.